Okay. This is Solaris Nights. Shit. The numbering system might actually be wrong. Give me a sec. 30. Okay, so it actually was 132. So this is episode 133. Asator versus Gutter Rat. The numbering system was wrong. Asator, you've recently had some tough times. Your upcoming opponent has directly called you out.
Oh my.
So their name is Gutter Rat, and they pilot a battle mech custom designed by the community called APGamingREAL. Gutter Rat is basically played by like a 27-year-old Rise Darby, New Zealand actor and comedian, who on a recent interview was like standing on top of a wall for no apparent reason, like a barricade wall, and was squatting down wearing his Gutter Rat outfit, which makes him look like a traditional 80s punk rebel, break down the Berlin Wall, smash the fascist sort of deal. And he looks at the camera and talks to the interviewer. He says, "Well, does it make sense, mate? If Asator really represented all that was good about Rasselhog, why is he fighting to protect the clanners? All right, we've all seen the leaked footage where he just laid down and let them roll over and destroy one of his own company mates and lance mates, and no one has ever commented on this situation. No one knows what's going on here. Asator is a traitor to the inner sphere who will literally lie down and let them roll over us. He doesn't represent Rasselhag. He represents the clans." And the interviewer says something that, can't really be heard on screen. He says, "You know what? I don't have anything else to say about this. I'm gonna fucking crush my opponent because he's weak."
Oh boy.
That's how your day starts, Asator.
Oh man. I'd say after what he's been through, this actually does ruffle him pretty much immediately. Like, I was already gonna say he was doing like the Arthur clenched fist meme at something else that happened earlier, but now he's just real pissed. I guess his past week has been just, I forget exactly what it was, but there was some comment that Carl Delfiller made about the Dominion that just like
amazing
did not sit right with him. I forget exactly what it was, but it was
Cam would love for you to call him out directly. He would love it. If the two of you fight in the finals, he'll be thrilled.
Oh man. I mean, yeah, as I guess I should let the audience know, Asator's been a bit radicalized over the recent years into I guess you could say what is somewhat known to be a hopeless resistance, but a resistance all the same against the Ghost Bear Dominion being formed. It doesn't fully form into an actual resistance for several years, and then it goes by the name Motstand. But right now it's just, I don't know, 10 guys in a garage, that sort of deal.
I think we've already seen in Hunter McGregor's episode, there's one more member. Arnoff Schmid, ketchup enthusiast.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. He would disagree with the ketchup enthusiasm, but otherwise Asator may have already been in like dealings or similar circles with Arnoff, because they seem to have a very similar outlook of like, I mean, they both grew up somewhat under the foot of one nation or another, and then had those, like he said, that sweet like decade of freedom, and then were crushed immediately. And then now it's being called like protection and like a loving family bond, when they're really just under occupation. And so that has never sat right with him completely, but a lot of recent statements just like are starting to get to him.
Good. I'm glad you're upset. You should be way more upset about what's going to happen in today's match, because
Yippee.
I would have never used this mech were it not the final season.
Oh,
It's
really?
it's a sin against any god that you may call upon.
Oh, that's usually my mech creation MO. So I see. Just two abominations.
Okay, you've basically just been running like slightly different stock Cronuses. Calm down there.
What do you mean slightly? Who else has ever used two ECMs in the same mech that you know?
Varen.
Okay, well,
For his VR
Varen's a
piloting
pretty
pod?
clever fellow. That's
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
He does need that.
Wow. Look at
Okay,
that.
okay, fine. All right, you got me there.
Look at Mr.
still.
I'm so unique.
I've submitted a lot of builds that haven't been shown on the show that are just pure troll. You know the ones.
Oh,
They never made it to the light of day for probably great reasons, but you know, they're there.
Yeah, you have your choice of interviews if you even want to give one.
Oh, that's tough. I definitely, it's weird. Like, I sort of would want to just give a statement, but I also feel like maybe Asator doesn't have it together enough to write and then deliver a speech evenly.
If you want to deliver
right
a
now.
statement, you can
You
do
know?
it ringside with Duncan Fisher.
Oh, that's true. It could be more like a boxing style interview where I do a little bit of that shit talking on the way in. Maybe that is what we need.
All right.
Okay.
So
Let's go to Duncan Fisher.
your mech is being inspected. You're at the factory. Spotlights, dark nights, signs everywhere for support for the Archon. Signs everywhere. Support for Rasselhog. I love Asator. Someone holding up a giant Urban Mech plushie.
Oh, like that one over there? Nice.
Duncan Fisher stumbles into the camera and go, Duncan has been Fisher here. I'm sitting down with Asator to talk to him about today's matchup. Asator, you've got moves in the arena like we haven't seen, because we haven't seen you until this grand tournament recently.
That's true. It has been far too long, really.
Who did you have to kill to get an invite this year?
Well, thankfully, it wasn't quite like that, but I think over the years, I believe there's just been I've been slowly working my way back up, of course, through minor circuits here and there, and I believe that the Games Commission has simply seen what I'm capable of. That's
So-
that.
He waits for the camera to be focused on you and then pulls out a flask, takes a quick drink of it, then bottles it and puts it away before the camera goes out to focus on both of you and
Practiced
says,
maneuver.
if you're here, Asator, you must be wanting to make a statement to the inner sphere. And I, Duncan Fisher, will not stand in your way.
Oh man. What exactly would Asator say? Wow.
I love the
think-
idea that the camera's just locked on him, and now he's got, his makeup right, but he's sweating through it, so he's starting to get really
Yeah.
shiny, like me right now.
Absolutely. Totally. I had to put a literal paper bag over my light to stop being so shiny. The studio's looking jank over here. But anyway, I think Asator would mainly try to keep this to just his opponent, and maybe not make any statements that are too wide sweeping yet. But I don't know. As this gets to him more and more, he might become just like straight, anti-Ghost Bear rage eventually. But for right now, I think he would keep it to, oh my god, I can't believe I've already forgotten my opponent's name.
Gutter Rat.
Gutter Rat. I said Street Rat. Gutter Rat.
Street Rat is Aladdin's name in the movie Aladdin.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point. We got to keep it distinct for copyright purposes, naturally. But yeah, I think Asator would say something along the lines of, Gutterette seems to speak from a place of knowing what I've been through, knowing how I fight, and, well, knowing much of anything at all, and I just don't see it. I think I'd rather just demonstrate what I know directly today. That's all I have to say.
Okay. All right. Let's introduce your mech. I don't know what it is, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I can read the full fancy description if desired.
No, I mean, I literally don't know which mech you've chosen, so I don't know which one to put on the table here.
Would I be privy to knowing what mech
You
a
can
high-profile dude would be
you can
using?
make the roll to determine which mech he will use.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a tough choice whether I want to use my binders move and take on one stress. Because stress just seems way more intense.
Yeah, some people build up quite a bit.
It seems so. So it's a real risky mechanic to play with right now. But that automatic 10 plus result is very tempting. Oh boy. And
You wanna do it?
A 10 plus would give me 2 answers to something.
Correct.
Right? Okay. I think I will use binders. I'll go ahead and use binders and take on the 1 stress.
All right. What are your 2 questions about Gutter Rat?
His preferred mech, or mech he's known to be using, or whatever.
Okay. So, La Grille is a hoist mech.
All right.
This is what it
What
looks
are you
like.
hoisting?
So, La Grille comes with 8 different weapon packages that it can possibly bring into the arena. So using its hoist, it uses the handheld weapons rule to carry different sets of weapons. So it may only be an 80-ton mech, but it technically weighs 160 tons.
That's really cool. I love the handheld weapons rules.
They're an abomination.
Interesting. They are, but they're fun.
And so handheld weapons for the folks at home don't build heat, and if you hit the arms on you roll a d6, and on a 6 you hit the weapon instead. The weapon comes with ammo in it and armor to ablate damage to it, but it will explode if it's hit.
Did you cook up these weapons, or are they the pre-made
handheld
weapons?
from the community?
Oh,
This is Gutfelden's contribution to destroying all of you. I mean, this mech is
terrifying.
not great. This mech is a sin. I think handheld weapons also can't use the targeting computer, but of course there's plenty of lasers on board.
Yeah, true. Yeah, this is pretty scary.
Well, I'm talking to a man who just bragged about the unique jankiness of his mechs.
Yeah, I mean, I think I may have met my match for unique and strange, and not always useful in every situation. But man, that one time.
TSM jump jet
That's
handheld weapon mech. Yeah, we're about to see how this goes down.
Yeah, it's I've definitely got a few of those, features myself that might make you ask some questions. So I can respect that.
You have a second question.
That's right. Okay, let me see. I guess the best thing to ask here, really, like one of the biggest game changers, would be to ask what the SPAs he has are.
Sniper, antagonizer, and jumping jack.
Okay. Neato. Good to know. I'm gonna write some real quick This match notes.
Well, the other match notes that you should write down is that you take 2 points of stress going into this match. One, because it's a grand tournament match, and a second, because you've even role-played into being super annoyed and flustered by this guy.
It's true. I can't lie how I would react. Yeah.
I can't believe he'd say I wasn't a freedom fighter for Rasslag. I'll show him wrong by committing terrorism.
It's a popular theme in this show.
It's a terrible theme. I won't deny that you guys do it pretty often, but it's a bad one. All right, let's talk about your mech. Which one are we using?
I'm sorry. His third ability, what was it? I apologize.
Jumping jack.
Jumping jack. I forgot to take that down.
Sniper antagonizer, jumping jack.
Thank you, sir. I'm definitely bringing my brand spanking new dragon then.
Okay.
The Nidhogger.
And this has the lasers that are on the rear mount of the legs?
Correct.
Okay, just making sure I understand what's happening.
Yep, that's the kind of weirdness you can only find with me.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll explain why this is a good idea very shortly.
Yeah, I mean, they exist partially as a deterrent and partially as a strange way to add extra damage at the right angles, due to my other SPAs that I've taken on, including Natural Grace, which lets me basically twist wherever I want, except for, of course, straight backwards.
I mean, it's 2 clicks. Get your 2 clicks. Left or right.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
All right. Tell the audience they get a look at your mech right now. What this abomination is.
Alrighty. So, I've made a very strange dragon, based off the Dragon 7N, that, well, it has all the strange characters right there, and if I actually am pronouncing the creature of legend correctly, I think it's Nidhogger, and it's a dragon of ancient Norse legend I based this on. He has a rotary autocannon 5, apparently a recent favorite for a lot of us, in his right arm, or making up his right fist. No hand actuator and all. And in his left hand is a sword that, well, it's a very special custom sword he got made that's smithed in the ancient Ulfbert customs. A series of blades from, mid to late, whatever you'd call it, Viking Age.
Okay.
Otherwise, he's just covered in a series of assorted clan lasers, which some people would find strange, but he's been living under the Elysian Fields motto of, if your enemy drops a stronger gun, you pick it up, for a very long time.
All right. Entering into the arena, La Gorille is carrying 2 MRM-40s, and on its back, in a lift hoist capacity. So it can't use it until it drops one of its MRM-40s and then picks it up. So it takes a full round to drop and then pick up a new weapon. Our 3 Streak Clan SRM-4s. In a
nice
handheld gun cluster. So we're going in with 2 MRM-40s, each with 12 shots.
Oh, so that, like, each one is a MRM-40 launcher held by itself, and
yes.
You have 2 of them. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
With their included ammo.
One cool. In each hand.
1 in each hand. Oh my god.
Yeah, 1 MRM-40 in each hand. Yep.
This boy can lift.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess that's
look at the fucking hoisting and the TSM. Yeah. This is the whole mech, bro.
Yes.
Half the mech is set aside to make this thing work.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, that'd be 2 large pulse lasers is all right, but that's not a lot of weaponry for a mech of 80 tons.
So I'm guessing you're going to be entering the arena at TSM heat, so your arms don't snap off.
I actually am using half weight right now. I don't need to be TSM'd.
Oh.
If I was TSM'd, I could bring another 40 tons of guns.
Jeez.
I don't think I'll need it though. I think 12 MRM shots apiece will be more than enough to deal with you.
Oh, that's really big.
This mech is made more for like I don't know what the use case of it is. The battlefield, maybe? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I almost would have brought my assault mech for this thing, but I still want the maneuverability because this guy's still maneuverable as well. The one I'm facing.
All right, let's roll some initiative.
Yes, sirree.
8.
I guess I'll just grab a random pair of die down here. Pair of dice.
There better be Rasselhag dice.
Are there?
You better, yeah.
Okay, I rolled an 11. Oh, there they are.
We've always said you
I don't know
better
why I
not be
didn't
rolling
see it.
Ghost Bear dice.
Hell no.
All right, you get to pick which plate you're coming in on, and I go to the opposite side. Sorry, the opposite plate.
Right. That's a good question of where to go then. This map, every time I've looked at it, has confused me. Even though, like, I understand if you sit and analyze it for a minute, it's not something I can always do.
So you go from here to here.
Flash.
For instance, F to F, right? D to D. And it takes 3 points to move down or move up from each of them. So level plus 1.
3 movement points will put you from the
D
very
to
end
D.
hex to the other very end hex of the. Okay.
Yes.
Or like very outermost. Yeah. Okay.
And this hole,
that.
you can shoot down through it onto the level below it.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's the one that has the overlap. And the level below it is the one with the little lake in it?
No. The level below it's here. This one.
Oh, okay. I see.
So the order
That makes sense
goes top level to bottom level like this.
I see. Understood, sir. In that case, I actually think I will start. Oh, man. Oh, this is tough. I think starting at the top level would give me the most leeway of where to go, so I will start on the top level.
Okay.
Do I choose 3 inward from any edge of this, or
Yes.
is it okay?
I'm working on where I want to go.
For sure. Does there happen to be a little dragon figurine somewhere?
And make it happen.
I believe it. It's common enough. I don't know why it's taking a hot minute for it to cache. It's just looks like a white cube to me right now. Can I?
Yes.
Oh, I can move it
supposed to.
anyway. There we go. There's our boy. All right.
Yeah, start right here. Yep. Go ahead.
Let's see. So is that you starting facing like towards like you're about to enter another area? Or are you
I'm facing
in?
this direction, but
Oh, my bad. Okay. I'm zoomed way up while placing my guy up here, so hard to tell. That's good to know, though. I think in that case,
I mean,
will
I have the
start-
same direction to go when I'm moved to here. It's facing the same. This direction and this direction.
Okay. I think in this case, I will start somewhere like this. Yeah, let's just do that. Is this, does this ground, is it just rock?
Yeah, it's right.
Okay. I was hoping it wasn't like one of those mega mech maps where it's just all pavement as far as the eye can see.
This is Ishiyama, the Iron Mountain. So I
Yeah.
do that and I make a fist, and then we hear like the Sports Center, and then they do like 2 grinding gears onto the screen animation before looping in and showing you a visual. And then the second announcer's like, Ishiyama, it's been in place for over 200 years. One of the most popular arenas out there. I think I just rolled a 6 for initiative.
Let me get those, what Where'd I just put those Russell Hog dice? There they are. There. I have rolled a 10. Or 11, including my Semper Fidelis.
Okay, okay. I jumped to here.
Ah. Well, that's a good bit of jump. Now, does that include... Because I can also jump, I should ask. So the 3 MP that it takes...
That doesn't count for jumping.
Ooh,
right.
Okay.
Because you're just going through 1 hex while you're jumping. You do need to have a jump of at least 2, though.
It's like
because if you don't have a
into
jump
your
of 2, you can't jump too high. Sorry, urban mechs.
Your hop is just not strong enough. I'm glad I didn't bring my old R63. It just wouldn't make it through
Want to give
here.
a salute to my man Hitman out there. He'll always be climbing that hill.
Yeah, ever trying. Never knowing if he's succeeded or not.
No, he gets shot in the face.
Well, that does often happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so in response to that move, let's see. I'm trying to figure where the angle is. I'm turning my head in real life like that helps at all. Let's see.
So comparatively to you, he's located
I see.
here.
Yep.
You can't see him from where you're at right now.
I would have line of sight if I went somewhere more like around here. Okay. Let's see if I can get there. I did not start the match with my TSM active. So let's see what we can do at my regular speed. 1, 2. I'll just start moving him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Would you call that line of sight?
Sure.
Then I am a-okay with that. That is 5 hexes moved. Or 6 hexes moved. Cool. Where's those little indicators? I just had them. There they are.
I think it's 16 or 17 hexes.
I grabbed the word and not the die. There we go. 16 hexes between us? Okay.
I think so. I got nothing to shoot.
Yeah, actually, if it's 16 hexes between us, I may not have anything to shoot either. Well, damn. That's okay. I think what I'll do instead... no, that's okay. I was going to say I might as well... Oh, I know what I'll do. I will build a... Can we just say I build enough heat to do this or that?
Do you have enough 1 and 2 point lasers to do the heat?
Yes, I have four ER micros.
This is Apex Dragon's most famous strategy, is looking like idiots firing lasers randomly into the night.
Yeah, but you know, the less knowledgeable members of the audience cheer whenever it happens. So that's kind of cool.
Got Nate.
What did I say I was leaving myself at? 2 heat, right? I wanted to fire enough to leave 2 heat. So that's what I will do with my ER mediums and my micros and my smalls shooting backwards, all that. Okay, I apologize.
I love the idea of the small shooting backwards.
Yeah, the feet are made to look like dragon claws a little bit, and the back claws just are up a little bit with a little lens inside of them. Let's see. You just rolled initiative?
Yep, 8.
My bad. 8, you say? All right.
I did say that.
I got to 7.
Very well. Please move. Your opponent opens communications.
Sorry, mate. Is this a bad time?
You seem like you're still figuring everything out. Brilliant light show, though.
I think I would just say back something like, there's a purpose for everything, my man. You will see. I think at this point, because I'm pushing 50, I'm 49 years old. I did the math the other day. I'm 49 fucking years old. So at this point, I'm starting to act like I'm sagely, having been through a couple decades of mercenariness. Let's see.
Morgan Kell's over here looking at you like, geez, I'm gonna retire when this guy does. I'm old.
I haven't quite gone to a monastery yet, so I can't beat it.
In Battletech, they're like, when you're a clander and you're 30, your life is over. And the inner sphere is like, when you're in the inner sphere and you're 30, you're lucky if you're getting into the mech for real for the first time. Maybe you finished training academy and done like a garrison patrol for a few years.
Yeah, if you're somebody's distant cousin waiting to inherit that thing. Yeah. Okay, so what should I do as my first movement? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. And I think that was
if you
7.
move, if 8 movement points and you
yeah, you're right. This is the one turn.
All right.
Silly me, I'm that rusty. Okay, that's 3 run. There we go.
I jump up here.
Wild.
It's 10 hexes.
Nice. I like that number a lot.
Go ahead, take your shots.
Will do, sir. So 10 hexes is medium range for my main weapons, which are the Rack 5 and the Clanny are medium, so definitely getting those online. Let me just see how many rack shots I should fire. It's probably going to be 5.
I thought you had to choose 1, 2, 4, or 6.
No, those are just the gradations at which the failure number changes.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of people consider 3 and 5 like the optimum numbers to fire, because it's the one right before it changes to the higher difficulty. But yeah, I'll probably just fire all 5 shots. If I'm gonna jam, I might as well do it at a distance. And then 6 is when it becomes really, really jammy. So yeah, 5 is just shy of that. I think it's jam on 2 and 3. Yeah, 2 and 3. Okay. So that'll be 5. Just doing some math real quick, sorry. 5, 15, 20. Then I ran, so 22. And then I will also seemingly uselessly fire. Let's see, I said 22, right? I need to gain 5 more heat. So I'm going to fire both my rear-facing ER small lasers to gain 4, and then one of my little ER micros on my left torso to just finish her off, put me at 9. It's easier when I build that little initial heat from the 2. Okay. So yeah, let me fire those off and see what we get. I have a targeting computer, and they're all affected by that. Making my gunnery effectively 1. That's an easier way for me to think about it. So that is 1. The medium range makes it 3. And how much? You said you jumped for how much? Oh, you've got 2 right there. Okay. 5, and then I ran, so 7. Yep. Okay. Let's see if we get a 7 on... I'm firing the Rack 5 first. That definitely hits. with an 11 on the cluster. I love it. Okay. So I believe that's 5 out of 5. And the first location is first location is a 3 armor crit with 9 on the crit roll. Exciting.
Well, so that's 5 damage, and you get a crit.
Yes, sirree. Should I go ahead and roll that, or should we lay out the damage first?
You should roll it now.
All right, let's do it then.
Be significant.
Could be, yes. Let me bring my Rosselhog boys over just to really rub that in, you know. Okay, let's give it a roll. The way the sheet's looking, top one's first, like the section number, and the bottom's the component number. So 3-3.
It's an engine.
That could do things. That's cool.
Yeah, it's gonna kick me into TSM. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no problem, bud.
All right, keep shooting.
That's fine. Yeah, and then let's see where the other 4 of the rack shots go. Reading the locations off the main dice. It's left leg. We are facing frontwards to each other, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we got a left leg, and then shot 3. So, what's that? Right leg for 5. And shot 4. Another right leg for 5.
Okay.
And final shot out of the rack volley is center torso for 5.
Okay.
All right. Then I'm going to have the same 2-hit number, which I've already forgotten. I want to say it was a 7. Let's see. Shouldn't be that hard to figure out. I ran. That's 3, and then you jump. That's... Was it really just 5? It very conceivably could be. Oh, medium range. It is 7. All right, let's go. ER medium. Let's see what we got. Missed with the first clan ER medium. Hit with the second clan ER medium in the... That's one of the side torso. Right torso for 7 damage.
Okay.
And then third ER, clan ER. Sorry. Nearly forgot it existed. Met the number I needed. Center torso for 7.
Sure.
And that's all the things that can actually hit you from here. So there we go.
All right. I'm firing 2 large pulses and the 2 MRM40s.
Oof.
Yep. That's 9 damage right leg. 9 damage center torso. MRM1 is a hit.
Okay.
3 on a 40 pack is 12 missiles. 5 left torso.
Okay.
5 left arm. 2 left torso. Second one is also a hit. 5 on a 40 pack is 24 missiles.
Jeez. This damage is insane.
5 left arm.
Okay.
5 to the head. And we're going to stop there because you need to... Ooh. You haven't been crit or hit in the head yet, right?
Correct.
So you need to make a decision as to whether you would like to use the take a critical head hit move to deflect this pilot damage.
I very much would like to.
Do you have the Battle Drill 6 move and the Soldier?
I do not. That is the one that I did not take from X.
You will need to roll then.
Absolutely.
And spend a point of glory. You get 2 at the start of the season, so...
Yep. Looks like that's all the glory I had, so I will spend one of those 2. There we go. And let me roll my dice. That doesn't look like a good number.
Okay, so you get hit in the head,
Yeah.
and you gain a point of stress,
Okay.
and we'll check for consciousness at the end of this. And your failure causes you to build another point of stress.
Oh.
Because you failed the roll. Like, you tried
Didn't
to
know
do
that.
it, and you're like, oh, no!
Yeah, yeah.
So I need you to
makes sense.
describe a situation that's still glorious, even though you failed to block the incoming hit.
I see. I would say that the damn. I'd say that,
Remember,
like,
this is a wall of missiles coming in, 40 of them.
yeah, I think I just start twisting and flexing randomly. Now that I've built up to TSM heat, so I'm a little more limber than you'd think I would be. So I just start doing like the Matrix, fall back and stuff.
I don't think Max can do that very well. It's a lot
nowhere,
slower.
not all the way back or anything. But I definitely just start like twisting and trying to like
I'm gonna
lower
spread the
myself
damage
suddenly,
out.
and yeah, and the last lurch that I think is gonna get his head out from under a wave of MRMs. Maybe the MRMs just self-correct a little bit at the end or something where I just still get clipped pretty hard.
All right. You take a 5 right torso,
Okay.
5 left arm, 4 center torso.
Yeah, I
How's your
really
mech
don't
looking
like
here?
that sword arm. It's looking fucked.
We need to blow that sword out for sure. And I built
Indeed.
exactly enough heat to hit TSM.
Cool.
Without that engine hit, I would have been TSM-less, so I really got to thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. This is going so much more poorly than I envisioned.
I feel like this is Gutter Rat's anime power-up moment, where like his mech shakes and he takes the hit, and like the engine is reporting like like overheating problems, and he looks up from the console and wipes some blood off his mouth, and he goes, "You don't know what you just did, mate. You've just pushed me into overdrive." And like all of the armor plates on his mech separate like 1 inch slightly to show the glowing exposed TSM beneath heating up. Gutter Rat's emotional theme starts playing as he remembers all of the battles that brought him here to today.
Damn.
The pinnacle of his career. All right. Let's roll that initiative.
Let's.
Oh, wait. This is the not fall down roll. I
yes.
gotta make a piloting skill. I'm good.
Yes.
Barely.
I need to make a consciousness check, and I definitely need to make a stay standing roll. I'll do the stay standing roll first.
How about your heat? You fired a lot of stuff there.
I'm at 9 now.
Okay, good.
TSM friendly 9. So,
We're gonna push that. Those are rookie numbers. We're gonna push that up.
the engine hits that are likely incoming, you're probably right. Anyway, I'm gonna roll for staying standing first. There we go. Definitely stay standing with an 11.
Yep.
And then consciousness check. Okay. I'm woke. Now, do I have to lose an SPA? Is that true?
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember which shows that was active in.
All of them now.
Yeah.
That's
I
a Mech
see.
Warrior Destiny role, my friend. That's just how SPAs work.
Right. Damn, that's a tough one to choose what not to take.
I choose to discard this card.
Yeah.
Place
always
my
hated
Blue
those
Eyes White
cards.
Dragon in attack mode.
When the opponent plays a card that makes you have to discard one, it's so dastardly. I just had this
like
perfect combo in my hand, and
playing a blue deck, and they're like, discard a card, but at random.
maybe I should discard one of these at random because I'm having that hard of a time. Holy shit! Okay.
You could take a chance, roll the dice,
Yeah, I could. But which ones are really, really, really gonna kick in? I can't lose maneuvering ace. I need that. It's what made my piloting roll such an easy number, and then I blew that roll out of the water anyway. But
how useful is natural grace really? I mean,
it does like 7 things. It's pretty useful, but it is
I mean,
a lot of little specific
it's
things.
the red mage of skills, right? It does 7 things, but
true.
those 7 things are all really situational, right? It's like if you had a skill that was like, all right, whenever you're standing in water, but the water is muddy and you're running, take a -1 on your piloting skill roll. You'd be like, oh, it's so good, a -1 on piloting skill rolls in a really specific situation.
Yeah. I was hoping those situations would add up to it being more useful, but I think that is the one I'm going to get rid of.
Oh, boy. Now I can get behind you safely and not have to worry about you doing a full torso twist with the sword. Yeah.
Why you say this?
You still have a chance to choose something else.
All right. I know, it's just...
I'm here to devastate. No matter what you pick, I'm going to come up with a reason why it was a bad idea.
That's right. You're very good at that.
Because that's how I think when I'm picking things. I'm like, oh, these are all bad. These are all reasons to not do that thing I'm thinking of doing.
That is very true. I think overall, though, it will be smart. It will be prudent, numbers-wise, for me to just take off melee specialist.
Ooh, all right. So you no longer get that -1 to attacking.
Mm-hmm. And the +1 damage.
Yeah.
Gonzo. That's one we'll take off. Because I still need to be able to bob and weave if I'm to even get to you. So here's hoping.
Let's roll these dice. Give me a big number. That's a 5. That's a huge number.
I'm gonna roll this one on the main dice. Let's see.
Rolling on the main dice, yeah.
6 due to Semper Fidelis.
Okay. Jump here.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do a little movement math here.
He's like, all right, so I move this way, and then I push you out over the open chasm.
And I say, long live the king.
The king! I was thinking the same thing!
Just has to happen, if that's how it's gonna go.
Scar, he's so good! He's so good!
It's true.
I just imagine the mech hanging there like, no, I don't want to fall, but it's only a 2-point drop, right? So it's not even that far. Wouldn't kill him.
The fall damage might not make it through his armor even. Yeah. Hell. Okay, so now my movement is a 6-9. Thanks, TSM. So what can I do with that? I can move as if I am a quad mech with my little lateral shift. I think I'm about to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I'm 1 hex away from you. Okay. Oh, that's not.
Draw
not
closer
good.
to me. I mean, you're going to need to be that close in order to engage me in the future, right?
Oh, sure, but that's fucking terrifying. You're edging on Jabba laugh territory, and it is. It's terrifying.
Una
Heck, bro.
wana gunga solo.
Shit. Your intimidation is too powerful. I think I will.
Look, man, I intimidate
get where
people
was
when
gonna go.
I type in chat, I say, are you sure you want to do that? And they're like, fuck it, disband this whole Discord. He's coming after us. And I'm just like, I just wanted to make sure that they wanted to do it, man. And they're like, oh my God, everything's on fire. And I'm like, what
It
the
really is a powerful GM phrase. It is. It's like a who wants to be a millionaire, like, is that your final answer type of double, make you think twice deal.
But it never
anyway,
makes me think twice.
Yeah, I'm sure. You always seem way more certain than we are when you ask that question. I'll just put it that way. Let's see.
That's because I live with my consequences all the time.
That will do it.
Plus, I don't need to worry about losing my characters. They're just loser NPCs anyway. I'll just make a new one. His name is Junk Rat. He's the brother of Gutter Rat. He's the same in every single way, except he's got a blue color scheme rather than red. Now he's investigating the death of his fallen brother.
And he would be real honored if you just called him Gutter Rat as well. Just, I think it's what he would want.
I see you've played a tabletop RPG before.
Yeah.
Okay. You're 2 hexes away, huh? I don't think MRMs have a short range.
I just barely got that 7 movement in. Yeah, I don't think they do, which is, it feels really stupid, but it's all I have.
I mean, you need to get close to use your close range.
Exactly.
How else are you going to hit me with your rear leg lasers?
Exactly.
Micro lasers.
How can I bring those to bear?
All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 2 large pulses will take -2, so they'll be 4, 4, and the MRMs take a +1.
Yeah.
So they'll be 7, 7. Okay. That's what I'm shooting. Oh, and the large pulses have a
TC
targeting computer, yes, so they're actually 3, 3. Left torso.
Heck. Okay. Let's see.
For 9.
Ouch. Indeed.
Center torso for 9.
Also ouch.
Not quite enough to get through, huh? That is a hit. That's a 9 on a 40 pack, which is 32 missiles. First 5 are center torso.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Left arm.
Any crits?
Yes, there is. I'll come back to that right now. Here we go. How bad is this for you? It's great because it's your sword. 2-4, in fact, is your hand actuator, which I think means you drop the sword, right? Because you don't have a hand to hold it in.
I don't think that's how it works when it's mounted without the handheld
I feel like I
weapons.
just read that.
I can make sure. I think I just take the usual. Well, you might be right.
Because I just had to look up hand actuator yesterday.
You might be right. That could be.
The mech can no longer make physical attacks or clubbing attacks with this arm.
Okay.
Yep, you're donezo.
In that case, I drop the sword. Well, I mean, I guess
the sword is still there. You just can't do anything with it. You literally can't.
It's just dangling off of.
You have a +1 to punches made with that arm, which I guess now is really just more like throwing elbows.
That sword was gonna do some cool shit.
Well, okay, that's fine. Right leg for 5.
Okay.
4th pack is right leg for 5 again. 5th is right torso for 5. 6th is left leg for 5.
Sweats audibly.
And then 2 damage to your right torso.
Okay.
Yeah, you're missing a lot of armor there.
Yeah, funny how that happens.
And you're gonna need a pilot check. And then I fired the second MRM, which is also hit at a 7.
Oh god.
With 24 missiles.
Oh. Why?
Center torso for 5.
That's through.
No critical.
Oh, I apparently never added my internals back on correctly. So let me get that.
I'll hold
there we go.
Left arm for 5 with a critical.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that beautiful crit footage.
5-4. There's nothing. 1-5, which is now the sword is actually... So, like, you're dropping the sword, and a missile just, like, hits the blade right in the center, and somewhere out there, 2 months in the future, there's a traditional battle mech swordsmith somewhere in the 6 free Rasselhag worlds who's watching a missile in slow motion hit just where the blade meets the hilt, and the thing cracks in half, and he goes, "No!" Someone walks up to him from the outside and is like, "Hey, you want some Surf Strong?" "Oh no, that's the sword that you made." And he goes,
My
"No,
life's
I don't
work."
want the Surstrom." "Yes, I do want the Surstrom." But
On second
manly
thought.
tears are pouring down his face as he watches the sword
Extra
break.
salt. The thing it doesn't need at all. Extra salt.
Third hit is center torso through armor critical for 5.
Oh, so that's 2 crit chances then, because it's already open.
That's
Lovely.
horrible for you. 1/6 is gyro. So now you
Yeah.
need a second critical, and they're now at +4 rather than +1.
I accept this. Because I must.
All right, and then I need to check to see if it crits a second time on an 8+. It does.
Make that little
Then I'll check the crit.
mark on the gyro.
1/5 is also a gyro. You're done.
Oh, no.
You're done.
Can I also do you in is the only question now.
That's a great question, and would not be the first time it happened in this tournament. For center torso with 2 criticals.
Christ on a cracker, dude. You might just stack pull me at this rate.
I doubt it. It's super unlikely. 2/6 is that same gyro. All right.
Oof.
6/6 is the jump jet. And then
Oh, now I do have the jump of an urban mech.
4/4 is the fusion engine. And then 4 damage to right leg. No
Okay.
internal damage.
Oh, no, it was a no crit on that last time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I would hate to deprive you of your rear-facing ER small lasers.
Man, yeah, that would be the real tragedy here. Heck, is all I have to say right now.
I mean,
With at least 2 C, I'm thinking 3 C's on this heck.
what I like about this tournament is the number of double kill draws that are happening in these matches.
I would love to add to those right now.
It basically never happened. Right? There were occasional
Until
draw
it does.
agreements, but they were never double knockouts. And this tournament
true.
is just like double knockout. One after another.
Sensational.
All right, go ahead.
I guess I'll try. Let's see. Just praying for I don't know, for something. You know, is it? I guess this is normally why there's like a declaration phase. Do you consider it metagaming for me?
No,
to
you
just-
can go all out. Do it.
Yeah, I might as well. Even though if I jam on the higher chance of jam from my rack,
I know.
then it's really like double. or
Look,
nothing
we speed it
and-
up because, we do.
Oh yeah, no, I know. It's
People who watch the
very
show
slow.
for the combat are already like, wow, this takes forever.
I know. I'm gonna try to do declarations phase on Sins on Earth. Wish me luck, bro. Wish me luck.
I don't need to wish you luck for that. I wish you luck for the whole show. You don't need to
thanks.
listen.
Yeah, we'll see how slow that makes it. But I'm just saying. But thank you anyway for the luck. I
There
feel
are
like I'll
some
need it,
small
but-
edge cases like this where declarations phase makes sense, but most of the time,
Yep.
you really
Yeah.
just want to fire as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and everyone's mostly focus firing anyway, and it's yeah. You have a good point.
I understand why it's there, but it slows broadcast speed down. Speaking of, let's get that shooting.
Yeah, let's do that. So, Alpha Strike and full speed rack 5 going, so 6 shots. Jamming on a 2, 3, 4. Let's do that first.
He jams it. He
I guess
just
it would help
beefs
to
it
know what
immediately.
my 2 hit is. I could beef it. It wouldn't be the first time I've either beefed it or been beefed on this show.
Well, you have +2 for running, +2 for your opponent, so that's 4 already.
Okay, so with the targeting computer, that puts me at a 5. Close range, no minimum, so I think it is a 5 then. Unless, do you also do the +1 to hit for pre-existing pilot damage?
Yes.
That's how rusty I am. Okay. So, God, what? Okay, 6. It would be a 6 then. I almost forgot the working number we had there. All right, so on a 6, I will hit, and I will jam on a 2, 3, 4. Let's do it. and the cluster of 7 off of 6 is 4. Pretty nice. Okay. Let's see where they go. First location is right torso.
Okay.
I'm not past your middle plane, am I? Oh yeah, I guess, is this one of those cases where it's defender's choice of angle?
No, you're directly lateral with me. It's me.
So front. Okay.
I'm taking front. Yeah.
Alrighty. Next location, roll on the main dice.
I want to spread out. I want you to kind of cross the torso as much as possible.
Yeah, makes good sense. That is, what is that? Right leg for the next 5 damage.
I don't have that grim dark James sixth sense of how to get you to shoot only my left leg.
Yeah. Yeah, bleeding. That is one of those secret techs, for sure. Let's see. 5 center torso.
All right.
And then the last shot out of that volley of 4 that made it is once again the right leg. 5 damage there.
Okay.
These are not effective places, bro.
I know. It's great.
The dice. Why? Why do you betray me so?
They saw 2 MRM40s and they're like, I give up. Fuck it.
They're like, we don't have time. We don't have time to give you the numbers you need, probability-wise. Okay, so then there's 3 clan ER mediums. Let's do it. Same 2-hit number, I do believe, and that's a miss. Big heck. Okay, second one. Got him. Location 10, yucky. That's the left arm. For 7 damage.
Okay.
I'm just praying a bunch of micro lasers all hit you in the head or something. Let's
center torso through armor critical. Spike my heat. I already have 18 heat at the end of this round, so.
Let's see what we got here. That is a hit, or not a hit. I mean, it will hit on the 6, which is a right torso for 7.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just a hit. Hit in an actual good place in my final round, of course. And let's see what else I can bring to the table real quick here. I didn't expect to have to fire everything, sorry. It's 4 clan ER micros at the very least, I know that. So that'll be a medium range for it, making my 2-hit number
I'm curious
8.
what clan mech or mechs you killed to get these clan ER micro lasers. Where did you do the fighting, or what mech
I
did you
bet
get these
Elysian Fields has been just racking up salvage. They've been just like writing the
There's not even fighting though now. All the fighting ended after the
that is
grand
true.
tournament. Or sorry,
Elysian
the grand.
Fields themselves have calmed down a lot.
I was gonna say maybe you picked up some like fleeing smoke jaguar warriors, but I don't think they would even have clan ER micros.
You have a point.
I think that maybe someone's been trading with
there.
Clan Wolf in Exile under the table, since they very famously were like, oh, the Pack Hunter, it's a good mech, but you know what would make it even better? Clan ER micro lasers. And I was like, blah!
Meanwhile, I'm like, I'll take 4 right now and put them in this thing.
Front page after the smash. Elysian Fields, trading with Clan Wolf in Exile. Traitors or geniuses? You
That's
decide.
probably the one clan they would trade with for real. Because of the whole defense cordon and all that.
Clan Blood Spirit. The greatest clan of all time.
The rare spawn.
A rare spawn? It's like a shiny ditto?
Yeah, exactly. Hearing them in the lore is like, whoa, oh yeah, they exist.
They exist. That's right, those guys that hate everybody else.
Right, yeah. Pretty easy to write for, maybe too easy. Okay, so 2-hit of 8 on these boys. And the whole thing, the other thing I forgot to reveal about this mech, I'll get to do it one time, is the flamer in his mouth. He's a dragon, he has to have a flamer in his mouth.
Wow, alright.
So,
well, the good news is if it hits, it deals 2
first.
damage and builds 2 heat.
I'm glad that rule's on.
Because that's the optional rule I made in order to encourage flamer use, and then literally only one person did it.
For them to be viable at all. Yeah, true. Okay. Now, let's get rolling.
Sure.
I just gotta roll 4 8s, and they all have to hit you in the head.
Imagine you're like Godzillaing it. Like you open your mouth, and then there's a period of charging.
First one misses.
Oh no.
Second one misses.
I mean, that's it. There's no way to knock me out now.
Third one misses.
Oh boy.
You're watching probability fail in real time. Okay.
That's not how probability works, but okay.
I know. It just feels like it. It's that damn human factor of probability, of us putting our feelings on probability, huh? Let's see. Location of 4. What is that again? The right arm. Yippee.
How much damage?
It's 2 damage.
Then, I need to. Whoa, hold on. This is the first. Oh, you actually hit the other arm as well. I need to check to see whether you shoot off one or both guns. So if either of these come up as 6s. Oh no! That's it. On the way out of the match, your micro. Oh my god! I might have enough armor to absorb this. Sorry, how much damage did it do? 2
damage. Yeah.
That is enough to destroy the MRM-40, so you shoot the gun out of his hand.
Fuck that thing specifically.
So I don't take the 2 damage, but instead I lose 16 tons of missile launcher.
I'll take that. I'll have to. And I guess the flamer is really the last thing I'm going out on.
Go ahead. I mean, you could push my heat up to 20, so...
Triumphant flamer here.
Godzilla shouting noises.
Yeah. Shit, son. That is my last weapon. All right, let's fire it. I need an 8 to hit. Oh, wait, I have a targeted computer, but it didn't matter.
Oh, wow.
And all the other ones are super low, too, but no. Holy shit, bro.
You go down and you go down hard without a gyro. You're dragging, like you breathe the flame out, right? And then your whole mech keeps tilting forward until you're like dangerously on the edge of falling down onto the next level. Gutter Rat. I feel like his gun that you shoot Gundams, right? Like in Gundam, when they shoot a weapon off, it like hangs in the air for a second before splitting in half and exploding.
Yeah.
And like your sensor package gets a bit jammed for a second, and then you see him like aping out of the explosion towards you, and he stands right next to you while your cockpit is like leaning precipitously out over the edge, and you hear his mech squat down next to you and says, "You just got beaten as bad as Rasselhag did, mate. If only they had twice your heart." And he's just like, gets even closer and he goes, "But they're losers just like you." Then he holds up his still wearing, because you only shot the weapon out of his hand, so he just picks up his other arm off of his back to get the 2 guns again, and then raises them over his head in a victory pose.
Oh my god.
Gutter Rat and Log Gorilla will surprisingly be continuing in this tournament. If you need to send hate mail to Gutfelden, who designed this mech, send it to my business manager, pondothemad@gmail.com.
Yeah. I'll be writer number 1.
You should be. This thing is a sin.
Yeah, and I didn't know it was so capable of so much damage. I still don't know how it's carrying the. Well, I guess
I'll send you the document he sent me.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I don't know how these rules work. He's like, don't worry, I'll send you the rules.
Yeah, I trust it. I'm just salty. Because goddamn, that's a lot of damage.
I've never heard of these rules before. Let me be clear here. I didn't know about them.
I will soon be using them extensively. I will simply say that. It's only fair that I can completely get wrecked by them first. The power of the handheld weapon right before us.
Amazing. So good.
Yeah, and that makes me okay with it, really. And I take a step back and look at it. Just proving how awesome handheld weapons are. Why not?
What's the clan mech that uses the handheld weapons? The Vapor Eagle, the Goshawk.
I didn't know there was a version that did. Oh, that's awesome.
No. I mean, if you physically look at the mech, it's holding its pulse rifle in its hand, and in canon, it can drop the pulse rifle because it has an independent power system.
Oh yeah, I see. Sort of like the what is it? The jettisonable weapon quirk.
Yeah, or like Battlemaster, right? Yeah, Battlemaster's PPC is literally just a pistol that it carries, and it can let it go so it can punch you.
That's right.
They built. Awesome. I think they built these mechs before they had rules for that kind of thing. Just like how they built the Hatchet Man before they had hatchet rules, and therefore it sucks because the actual hatchet rules are better now than they used to be.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Man,
it's an old game.
To try the sword rules.
I hate to say that it gets better at time, but it definitely gets more standardized over time.
That's a good way to put it.
Oh, well, you have the option to do a post interview if you want on your way out. Listen, I'm imagining Undertaker at WrestleMania retirement arc here. You know, you just got your ass kicked. You have no way to stop yourself from taking more damage on the way down, so you actually take another point of pilot damage and another point of stress, which means I think you now have 4 points of stress, which means you're stressed out. You're like agitated.
Just a little correction for you there, but I'm at 5 points of stress.
It's bad. You're literally on the point of having a breakdown.
Oh, yeah. And I can understand why. Because he just said some shit to me.
I mean, even when you're down, he's trying to kick you because he's mean.
Yeah. I can't even. He probably, I think Asator just kind of stays there in his mech, hanging off the side of, just barely hanging on the edge there, and he's just sitting in his cockpit, just fuming. He's not saying anything because he knows if he does, it's going to be awful. Some level of him still has that like Elysian Fields PR training, but it's bad. He's just nearly catatonic, but also scowling at the same time, just like barely there, he just lets his mech hang there like one of the many dead guys you find in a Souls game, somehow hanging on the edge of a cliff with an item for you, kind of like that.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
That's all right. Maybe 2 people would get that one.
No, I probably have quite a few Dark Souls viewers. It's just not me.
I don't blame you there either.
I tried to get into Strangers of Paradise, but even the Final Fantasy brand couldn't make me like it.
Understandable.
So no interview?
I think he actually does talk to Duncan Fisher again. I think that's the only person he feels like he's on a similar level of just kind of washed out and fucked up with. So yeah, I think that's the only person he'd feel comfortable talking to at this point anyway. So right. Yeah.
So Duncan is drinking some coffee and is clearly sobered up, right? He's like drinking it out of a thermos in the hot Solaris Nights. You can hear the clink of the ice in the cup. And the cameraman's just like, oh, God. I'm Duncan Fisher here from Mech Talk with Asator. Asator, some are saying that this is the greatest defeat of your career.
Well, Duncan, I have never once fancied myself a liar. I will tell you right now, this is the greatest defeat of my career. It would be a greater dishonor now to lie about that simple fact than to just accept it for what it is. As a mercenary of multiple decades now, I know when to simply accept defeat. And the firepower brought to me today was of another level than expected.
You're a man who works for a mercenary company that's most famous strategy is to adopt the weapons and tactics of those they defeat.
Very true.
Will we be seeing another season of Asator using MRM launchers in handheld weaponry?
You know, now that you mention it, I've always fancied myself a bit of a tinkerer here and there. I was always the one who got some interesting ideas barely rammed through with command in my days with Elysian Fields. Let's just say that I will reevaluate all of the options available to me, and yes, you will see me again using something even more unique.
People who come to me want to make a statement, Asator. What do you have to say to the public of the Inner Sphere?
This is where I have to think how...
I'm coming for you, Gutter Rat. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Let me show you how they do it in Rassilhan. No, that's the thing. Like, I am very stressed, and I can't ignore that fact. Like, I know it'll affect this final statement. It's a question of how political.
Just remember, William Wyndham Williamson III got chased off of Whittington for writing a song called Jasper Hiroka's a Little Bitch.
That's right. Yeah.
You don't want to get chased off of this world because you write a Norwegian rap album called Gutter Rat, A Defeat.
I mean, he might be getting into Sleemow after this.
Sleemow, the greatest of all musical genres.
Yeah, you know,
the industrial mech sounds of the mech bay.
The rap elements, so yeah, I think we'll just
rap jazz fusion, of course.
Yeah. It's the next step for him.
I assume that Sleemow
music enough.
Listen, I've never been to a concert, all right? But I've seen concerts, and it seems like there's nobody that does it like Rammstein, right? There's fucking fire. There's like sonic pressure going on. There's always a mosh pit, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a giant dick for no reason. Like,
I believe that.
I assume that Sleemow, as a brand, has adopted the legacy of Rammstein's like physical push to its audience.
Man, that sounds awesome then. Yeah, I mean, if this is his future career and he actually takes, like, he does one more season and then just fucks off and does Sleemow, yeah, he would just incorporate a lot of like mech junk art and, you know, like agro-mech play fighting and weird shit like that on stage.
I mean, he just does his concerts from on top of a wrecked mech. He just walks the mech into the arena, blows it up, and then does the concert from the top of the mech.
Perfect.
The sound guys are like, oh, we got nothing to work with here. Come on, man.
We're going to have to compress the shit out of this. But yeah, I guess this final statement that I would make.
All right, the Scrub Set song is playing. Da na 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 na.
You know, it's become clear to me that there is no amount of speaking for myself that I can do that will satisfy everyone. But what I can say is that I am a man who has been through loss and glory, and in this day, although there is loss, I know there will be glory again. Just like there will once again be glory for Rassilhan. And I'll leave it super vague like that because I'm not going to get highly political. But this may be the beginning of a hyper radicalization arc for Asator, to be honest.
Season 3 of Sins on Earth, Asator just makes an appearance. He's wearing a Rassilhag bandana and he's got like clan dog tags or codexes around his neck.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of awesome.
It's his Vietnam arc.
Yeah. He goes, he might be doing like a little off-screen heel turn for a while here, no lie. Because just this combination of the things that Gutterat has said and like reflecting on what he was and wasn't capable of, like when he watched his supposed friend die, and like, I think this is definitely putting him in a pretty dark place. No lie.
All right. I want to announce the next round of matches. We're not quite ready to do it yet. With a double bye round, Victor Vandergriff and Seth Kabrinsky will be facing off against each other. William the Hillbilly Schmidt will be facing up against Knockout in a classic Hillbilly versus Knockout match. Vimy Diamond Shark versus Gutter Rat. You just gotta have the two most annoying, grating villains fighting each other.
Oh my god.
Adam Kasecki will get a bye because his opponents both knocked each other out. And Carl Del Viller versus Hunter McGregor.
Wow.
Oh boy, that's what we're looking
PvP
forward
begins.
to. So tomorrow we're filming the last part of the Adam Kasecki versus Bandito match, and we're filming Seth's match. And at that point, I will start asking people when they can do their next round of matches. So it could be 2, 3, or 4 weeks before we get it all together, audience. But this is the end of the first round of matches, and it ends on a sour, bitter note. A bitter note.
Sure does.
Filled with the taste of Rasselhagi and Sturmstrong.
No doubt.
I assume that because they're half Japanese, that instead of salt, it's like fermented in soy sauce instead.
Yeah,
Something
like a
like
nice
that.
miso base, or
Yeah.
like a, some kombu, something like that. Yeah.
Oh my god. I googled it and they're like, it's the Rolls Royce of fermented herring, and I'm like, ugh.
What is that qualification? That is so specific.
It's the premium version of Vienna sausage, is what I would have said. All right.
I'd say most things are an upgrade there.
I mean, Vienna sausage is literally the canned version of the parts of the pig no one else will eat. So
Exactly. Yeah. Not hard to achieve. An upgrade there.
Stonar, you've
Yes,
been here
sir.
since the beginning. Thank you for joining me, even though you won't be joining the rest of these matches.
And that's A-okay.
Do you have any final thoughts here, or maybe you want to promote Sins Unearthed?
I do have a couple closing promos, if that's all right. Yeah. I guess I'll definitely have the time to push these out now. I won't be in any gladiator matches or prepping for any gladiator matches. Although I am still absolutely cool to still swing by as a guest character or somebody who, if it's ever relevant to a plot point,
I hope not. I'm hoping we
players and
just
AP just
smoothly kill each other. We just get to the end and the show's over. We're done.
Yeah.
It could
No
happen, I
underhanded
guess.
fuckery. That's a maybe.
I mean, Farrod's still in the show, so no one has any idea what's going to happen.
It's true, and I'm starting to go down a similarly dark path as him, without even trying. It's just there.
I love the idea that you two end up on the same side of a terrorist resistance movement without realizing it.
Something funny. A little bit of BattleTech lore here. I was looking into Motstand, the official.
Are they
Rasselhag
Word
resistance.
of Blake sympathizers?
They accidentally get support from Word of Blake later on when they do their first real terrorist act, and that is actually, in my headcanon, when Asator would leave Motstand, when they actually kill civilians for the first time. So there might be coming to a head there. Who knows? They might be
The final battle
eventually.
of the two old men. You betrayed me once again, Ivan.
How do we keep seeing each other?
You have to fight each other on the side of a snowy cliff, because we've already done lava and then we did the ocean for battles.
true.
Now we have to do a snowy cliff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's progression.
Okay. What else you got? Seemed like you had more.
That's true. Thank you. It's very easy for me to get derailed, so my bad. ADD problems. Anyway, the first thing I should mention is that I am about to have an Urban Mech VTuber model. It was a joke about a year ago, and now it's about to become real. And I'm pretty excited for that. And my debut of that is actually in, well, 6 days from today, the filming. It's May 8th, Sunday. I'll be debuting my model and probably just doing some chat with friends and maybe fucking around in some engine for Battletech or another, maybe Mega Mech. We'll find out. But I'll keep it mechy that day.
This guy beat me to VTubing. That's how much it hurts.
Somewhere I just kept getting, every time I mentioned Urban Mech VTuber model as an idea, as just a maybe, every time there is someone in chat, which I don't always have someone in chat, I'll be honest there. Anytime I mention it, though, someone's like, yes, do it, now, you have to. So I guess I got started on that, and it's going to be fun. Anyway, other than that, the Urban Mech VTuber model will also probably be my default way of narrating once I start Sins Unearthed, which I don't have an exact date for yet, but I have actual players lined up now, thank God. And we expect to be started middle of this month, towards the end of this month.
Okay.
That's about it, bud.
All right. Sit, friends. We'll catch you in a few weeks for the next set. Have a good time, Zone.